In a village forgotten by time, hidden deep within the lush, untamed forests of Nigeria, lived a girl named Amara. The village of Obianuju was ancient. Its people whispered of spirits that guarded the forest, of gods who once walked among men, and of shadows that carried secrets too heavy for mortal hearts. For Amara, these were not mere stories. They were the rhythm of her life. Amara was 17, with eyes dark as midnight and hair that flowed like a river. She had always felt different, drawn to the woods when others feared them, hearing whispers in the wind that no one else seemed to notice. The elders often shook their heads at her curiosity, saying, "A girl who follows shadows will one day be swallowed by them." But Amara could not resist. Something in the forest called to her. It began with dreams, strange, vivid dreams that painted the night sky with colors unseen by mortal eyes. She saw a woman cloaked in light, her face hidden but her voice clear. "The dark is rising, child. Wake before the shadows claim the earth." Each morning, Amara awoke breathless, her heart pounding like war drums. One evening, as the orange glow of the sun bled into the horizon, Amara sat by the river, her feet dangling in the cool water. Her younger brother, Ifani, approached, carrying a bundle of firewood. "Amara," he said, his voice tinged with worry. "Mama says the elders are meeting tonight. They spoke your name." Amara raised a brow, curiosity piqued. "Why?" she asked. But Ifani only shrugged, the weight of unspoken fear on his young face. That night, the village square flickered with torchlight as the elders gathered. Amara stood at the edge, hidden among the shadows, listening. The oldest elder, Panambi, spoke, his voice deep as thunder. "The signs are clear. The dreams have returned. The girl sees what should remain unseen." A murmur rippled through the crowd. "We must act," another elder insisted. "The forest has been restless. The river spirit has turned its back on us." Before Amara could retreat, Panambi's gaze found hers, sharp and knowing. "Child," he called, "come forth." The crowd parted as Amara stepped forward, her heart beat a wild rhythm in her chest. "Your dreams," he said. "Tell us of them." Amara hesitated, then spoke of the glowing woman, the voice of warning, and the shadow creeping ever closer. When she finished, silence hung thick in the air. "The Omen has returned," Panambi declared at last. "And it has chosen you." Gasps erupted. Amara's knees nearly buckled. "What does it mean?" she asked, her voice trembling. Panambi's expression was grim. "It means," he said, "that the forest will either bless you or consume you. And the fate of Obianuju rests on what you choose to do." That night, sleep refused to claim Amara. She sat by her window, the moon a pale witness. Then she heard it, the faint rustle of leaves though there was no wind, the whisper of a voice both near and far. "Amara," it called. "Come to me." Drawn by an unseen force, Amara slipped out of her hut and followed the sound into the forest. The deeper she went, the stranger the world became. Fireflies glowed brighter than stars, shadows moved like living things, and the air smelled of rain and iron. Finally, she reached the ancient Irako tree, its trunk wide as a house. At its base stood the woman from her dreams, cloaked in shimmering light. "You have come," the woman said, her voice like a melody. "The world shifts, child. A darkness stirs beneath the roots of the earth. You must awaken the power within you." Amara stepped closer, awe and fear battling in her chest. "Who are you?" she whispered. The woman's smile was bittersweet. "I am your guardian," she said, "and I have waited for you since the beginning." But before Amara could speak again, the ground trembled. A low growl echoed through the forest, and shadows gathered like storm clouds. The woman's expression turned grave. "They have found us," she said. "Run!" But Amara's feet were rooted to the ground, her eyes wide as figures emerged from the darkness, tall, faceless beings with limbs like smoke and eyes like burning coals. The woman raised her hand, light blazing from her palm. "Go!" she shouted. Amara turned and fled, her heart pounding as the forest erupted in chaos. Behind her, the woman's light clashed with the darkness, sparks flying like falling stars. Branches tore at Amara's clothes, roots tripped her feet, but she ran until the lights of the village came into view. She collapsed at the edge of the clearing, gasping for breath. Ifani found her there, his face pale with fear. "What happened?" he asked. But Amara could not speak. All she could do was stare at the dark line of the forest, where a single pair of burning eyes watched her from the shadows. And deep within the woods, the guardian's voice echoed in her mind. "This is only the beginning."